Hi guys, welcome back to another episode of Campton Racing TV. Looking back on our runners last week, we ended up with a winner, which was great, out of only a few runners actually.
Yeah, it was good. I'm smiling. I'm giving you a lot of enthusiasm this week. Our main man Adam behind the camera said a lot of smiling this week, but I was smiling after Light of Boom won. I was very, very happy with him. Tough little horse. I expected him to do that. It was a brilliant ride. That's why you do put on the best. James Orman rode him a peach, and once the rain arrived, was even better. Sat behind the speed. He's now 1-3 with us this preparation. He's sort of got better and better with every run. He's tough. He shows up and does his job.
He was a fit horse coming from 1200 back to 1100.
Yeah, I love doing that. And as I said, Jimmy rode him a peach, and then even this morning he was kicking and bucking coming off the track. So he's feeling good and he's ready to go again. We'll might take him to a Saturday. Next start, he deserves his chance there, and then I think he's in for a nice, well-deserved break. But tough little animal, and he's got plenty of wins left in him.
For sure. And then on Saturday we were going to run Lord Markle, but the rain never arrived in Brisbane, so you decided to scratch him.
Yep, I decided to scratch him. It was hard because he drew well, and I definitely thought he could have run a race if the rain arrived. But had in the back of my head to trial him today, and he did that. He trialled enormous at Bow Desert, little tick-over trial, just didn't want to go the month between runs. He was definitely a good hit out for him. He had a good little blow. Wasn't asked to do too much, but his class prevailed late. He picked him up quickly, and he should do that if he's going to go to a race next week and be competitive. A little bit of chop out in that track today really helped him as well. It was good to see him back on a surface like that. He does love that, and I was taken back this morning. It was a really impressive bit of work in the trial, and hopefully he can take that to Saturday week, and we can finally get that Saturday Metro win with him.
And then we had Saddles on Wednesday, who run well again from a wide barrier.
Yeah, he's been so unlucky, this horse. He's had 3 runs now, 3 wide barriers. Then I was going to run him early in the week at Grafton. I thought it was going to be a heavy 10 and got down there, and all the boys said it was a beautiful soft track, so that was great. But he's a lovely stayer. Trust me, he's going to win a few races. His run yesterday was great. They didn't go slow, and he kept attacking the line. He sort of copped a check at the top of the straight, ducked in late, kept trying. I thought he ran 5th in the line, but just ran 6th. But once he just gets the 18, 2000 and beyond, you're going to see a horse that's going to win plenty of races. He's glowing in the coat. He's feeling so well. He's pulled up today. I just literally popped my head out to see him just then, and he's bright and alert. He's a nice horse. I've got a lot of time for him, and I think if we can get a couple of wins with him, wouldn't be shocked me if he got him into some of those nice 3-year-old staying races in a month or two's time.
Yeah, for sure. Hopefully he can get one on the board next start.
Yes, I'd love to get a winner for his owners.
And then looking at the runners coming up, on Saturday you've got Charge On, although he may not go around as he drew barrier 18.
Yep, drew awful.
And you've got Wednesday.
Yeah, got Wednesday in the back of my head to run him next week, Class 5, 1350. He's going well. He's another horse. He's like a Light of Boom. He just gets better and better. He was the same again this morning, quite a couple of days after a gallop on Tuesday. He's feeling very good. He's glowing in his coat. He's got dapples all over him. He feels well. I was really looking forward to Saturday if he drew a barrier. Probably leaning towards scratching and just running him Wednesday. And if he does go around Wednesday, I think that'll be his last run for the preparation. He's had a massive prep. He's done a great job and deserves a break. But yeah, still not 100% sure if I will scratch him, as I do think he can run a race on Saturday, but needs a ton of luck from the wide draw.
Most definitely. And then on Saturday night, you've got a couple at Toowoomba, Mofilo, and Silver Warrior.
Yep, Silver Warrior's drawn great in barrier 3, was really, really good first up, got back, ran on strongly behind Smile Upon a Star, who's a nice filly of ours, who's gone to the paddock now. He's come on since that run. Second up, he could be a little bit flat second up. I don't really know the horse enough yet to say that, but his work on Tuesday was the best he's ever worked for us. He's feeling well at the moment. Toowoomba's obviously a little bit of a question mark going up the hill for the first time, night time, but he has, he's raced in Hong Kong in the night, and he's a horse that's going to win a few races here. He's kept getting better and better as his preparation goes on. He's fit now, and I reckon he'll run a really big race. So I actually think he should be very, very hard to beat on Saturday night if he produces his best. And little Mo Philo.
You've also got him at Ballina.
Yeah, I'm going to accept probably both places and just have a look at both, but I'm probably leaning towards more Toowoomba just because he drew so well. Early on, I'll go and ride him. Carl should have been riding, but he already had a ride in the race, and he's done a lot of work on him. He deserves a big pat on the back. He's done a great job with him. unfortunately he can't ride on Saturday night, but if Leon gets, he'll get the job done if he gets a little bit of luck from the inside draw. And little Mo Philo back to 870. He'll only go around if it is a dry track. He's got little tiny pony feet. He loves the dry surface. He's another horse that's very full of himself at the moment, and the little man is ready to go. He's not an 870 metre horse, but I just think he should have the class to beat them up there on a Saturday night. He drew barrier 7. He's got to carry 59 kilos. He's not the biggest of horses, but as I said, class should take him a long way in that race.
And then you've also got Noldor Jack entered at Kilcoy on Tuesday.
Yeah, another really frustrating horse who I do feel sorry to his owners. He has not been able to draw a gate, and then he had a little mishap on the float on the way up to the sunny coast last start and had to be scratched once he arrived up there. Worked great on Tuesday morning. I know I sound like a broken record, but he did. They all looked really good on Tuesday. I was happy the way they're going, and he's put on a bit of weight. He's bouncing around. He's feeling good. He's a tough old horse. I think he can run a big race if he can draw a barrier. He just needs to draw a barrier, as he cannot find a barrier at the moment.
Had a big morning at the trials out at Bow Desert. We had 8 out there trialling. It was a very hot day, that's for sure. Humans and horses both felt it today. Yeah, definitely. It's Thursday afternoon now, and I'm looking forward to a nice early night. It feels like 100 degrees. And the aircon in this room is very loud, so we're struggling here at the moment with no aircon. But massive morning. I love getting these horses out to Bow Desert. It was very hot, as we said, but it's good to get them out there. It's a good experience for them. Had some nice horses going around, and really excited by a few heading into obviously a few weeks' time. Hawkshot being the first one? Yeah, of course. He's a special horse. He was very, very good this morning. He should have done that. He needs to do that because that's the sort of horse he is. He should have put him away the way he did. Jag rode him. I thought he'd be a perfect rider for this horse. He's got good hands. He can be very keen. He jumped out. Sort of one wanted to kick up, but he sort of showed his dominance and went around him. And he's a lovely big animal. If I can sort of try and get him back to some sort of form when he was running in the Guineas in Melbourne, and then, his favourite for the Hong Kong, he ran in an All-Star Mile. He's got some serious form behind him, but his trial this morning was really, really good. He's fit now. He's starting to feel like a big, strong animal, and I know it's a big thing to say, and I've obviously got, Ep4 is an exciting horse, but I do believe if I can get this horse back to some sort of his old form, I do think he's a special horse, and he'll show Queensland how good he is. If we can get him back to half as good as he once was. Would you give him another trial, or he'll go to the races now? I think a big gross horse. I think he probably needs one more. And there's a race I have in mind, which is still about 6 weeks away. So probably need to give him another trial in a couple of weeks' time. But he definitely felt the heat out there today. It was a big morning for him. But he sweated up. He did everything wrong. He's nowhere near ready. And the way he went about his business on the track, I was really, really pleased. And great supporters in the Quocks, and it's good to have a horse for them. Sure. And then we had Les Murdy. He's come back from an tendon injury, so it was awesome to see him back after such a long time. Yeah, big Leslie. He's one of my favourite horses. Obviously, one of the first horses I ever had, and he was a horse that obviously helped me become a better trainer too. He helped me to learn a lot about him training horses and with stayers. He's a big horse with a big engine, but the engine only starts winding up over 2,000. He'll come at them all day. But this morning, 1,050, sat third, sat in behind him. 2 horses in front are obviously horses that sprinted a lot quicker, and they want shorter distances than him. But the way he stuck on, when his last 50 was really impressive, and after the line, he was up near them. I think he's in for a huge prep. I really do. And I'm going to say I'll be shocked if I can't win a nice Saturday staying race with him. I think he's definitely got the ability, and the way he just keeps coming and coming and coming, the big boy, that's one thing up here that if you've got a horse that can stay, they can definitely win some nice races up here in Queensland. Yeah, hopefully the cooler weather will get some softer tracks for him as well. Yeah, he wants that, and he was another horse that the big unit. He was definitely getting sweaty. He wanted to get home for a shower. And you had Marley Doom, who's a new horse to the stable. Yep, I did. I got this horse, came to us in incredible order from the O'Day camp, and she's been a pleasure to have around the stable. She's a beautiful horse. She's beautiful to do anything with, and her jump out a few weeks ago was pretty good, and I thought her work last week was even better, and then today I was really, really impressed with the way she picked them up under a stranglehold down the outside. I think she's a horse that might need to be save, and then get out one crack in them, and she's got a really good turn of foot.
But a trial this morning, I was really pleased with her. Lovely owners, beautiful people actually, and they were really pleased to hear that she trialled well. I think she still. Well, I don't think she still is a maiden, but I do think she'll be winning the race very, very soon.
And another one was Lord Vader, who's also a new one to the stable.
Yeah, another stable transfer we got. Another horse came to us in great condition. He had a little setback in his last preparation with his other trainer. He's been a surprise packet, this horse. Came to us with, not the best form, and I sort of, when he got here, I was like, he's a little tank, he's a strong little bugger, he's keen, he's excited to do his work, but he's just got better and better. He hasn't taken much work to get him to where he is. He jumped out the other week too at Bow Desert, and I was really happy the way he went. And then this morning, his trial was really good, sat behind him, got him to the middle and attacked the line nicely. And it was good to see him stick his head out and win a trial. It was only a trial, but it's good to give him that bit of confidence now going into a race. I think 1,000, 1,100, maybe 12 might stretch him, but I think wherever we go next, he will probably just go the races now, find him a nice 1,000-metre maiden, and I think he's going to be very, very hard to beat wherever he goes.
For sure, and it was nice to have some of his owners out there as well. I guess that is the good thing about Bow Desert, trialling out there. If they're local to the Gold Coast, it's not far for anyone to go.
Yeah, exactly. There's a lot of owners in that horse, and I've only met a few of them, but it's always good to have the owners at the trial, and it's even better when they trial well too, to have the owners there, because it puts a smile on their face. But no, he trialled good, and I was really, really pleased with a lot of horses. We had one horse who was a little bit scratchy. They scratched him behind the barriers, but he'll go back to the trial soon. And it was a good morning. Good to get all those horses out there. And the Bow Desert track at the moment, they deserve a big pat on the back, because that surface out there this morning was really, really good.
Hopefully everyone's been taking notes of the best bets, and I'm assuming you would be definitely winning. So what's your best bet for this week so we can keep it on a roll?
Yeah, hopefully. Now you probably put the mock on me. Silver Warrior, I think he's a good thing. He should just sit behind the speed. He might get a little bit further back, but he'll be attacking the line very strongly if he goes there or goes Ballina. But I'm pretty sure he'll go Toowoomba Saturday night. I think you can have a nice little each-way bet on him, and he'll run a big race.
And then to finish the show, we're going to do something a little bit different and send Adam out around the stables for the afternoon shift to ask some of the staff a few quick-fire questions. We'll see what they come up with.
Hopefully they're in a good mood, because it's 100 degrees and they could get anything. But we'll ask some of our very good staff, who actually, some of them have been here for a while now, been some day ones, and obviously, we'll ask them the question. They're the main ones behind me, and they work bloody very, very hard. So we'll get some good questions out of them. G'day everyone. This is our first team member on the mic this week, Lane Sharrock. What have you been with us? What have you been with us now for? We've been 14 months.
Yeah, just over a year with the team.
Where did you originally come from?
I'm originally a Victorian boy. I worked for a few stables down there before moving up here, and I spent a fair bit of time with Chris Waller up here, so certainly happy to come across to a more relaxed stable with a few more personalities.
Yeah, there is a few personalities, and we'll get a few of them on later. Favourite horse in the stable?
Very hard to go past. Charge On, just a very relaxed character, very cool to deal with, and easy to have around the stable.
I thought you would have said Winnie and Rupert's Secret Morning. What got you into horse racing?
So my old man was a breaker and a farrier, so always had horses around. And just when I finished school, I wanted to pursue a career with horses, but didn't really know where, and then just loved the thrill of racing. So they two sort of just gelled nicely.
And the last one, you don't have to lie. What do you love about working here?
It's just a very relaxed environment. As I said, lots of great personalities, good people. It's a genuinely enjoyable place to come to every day.
Thank you, Lane. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
My next guest on the mic is my right-hand man, a man who I'm very privileged to have had here now for, nearly a year's time? You've been in here nearly a year? You've nearly done your jail term. Paddy O'Neill, who's been a blessing to have around the stable. And Patrick O'Neill, how did you get into horse racing?
Old man was a horse trainer. His father was a horse trainer, so born and bred into it.
I heard you were a very good jockey one day.
Yeah, it's one of the best.
Patrick, what about... we've already asked you what got you into horse racing. Favourite horse in the stable?
Same as Lane's, chargy, but yeah, there's a few there that I like. D4's going to be a good one too.
Yeah, true. You can't go past 4 D4. And what do you love about working here?
Well, but it's after a few big stables that I worked in, it's good to come into a, like Lane said, nice, easygoing environment, but get treated like a human, not like a robot. Get listened to, I suppose, sometimes when you talk, whereas in the big stables, you're just fly over their heads, things you'd say. But yeah, no, it's a great place to work.
No, we appreciate it. And what's your favourite food? Taylor wanted me to ask you that.
Chocolate.
Thank you, guys.